Hello, Gemini. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your reading for the second half of April from the 16th all the way through the 30th. General, as always, it won't resonate with every single person. Please do take from it what makes sense for you and release the rest. If you're interested in your own reading, that information is down below in the description box. I'll include a link to the decks and creators that you do see here today, Gemini. Cross watchers are always welcome. So for this reading this time around, typically I do the Love and Life series if you are a regular subscriber to my channel, but I'm switching things up a little bit this time. We're going to be doing songs in the key of love, inspired by both of my Heart Songs decks here. So musical messages for this love connection here today. So these are the two decks that we're going to be starting things off with. Focused first on the Divine Masculine. So I'll go ahead and timestamp these down below. And if you want to watch both sections, you're more than welcome to, or you can just watch either the masculine or the feminine portion. All right, guys, so let's begin. So I'm going to pull a couple of songs from the Heart Songs deck, and then we'll grab a couple messages from the Real Talk with Him Words of Wisdom deck. Focusing on the Divine Masculine first. All right, here we go. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. So if you're feminine watching for a masculine, let's go ahead and see where the masculine is at. I'm guided to this one. We have Obsessed by Dan and Shay. Candles burnin', ruby red. Sheets are falling off the bed. Run your fingers through my hair. I know what you're thinking. Take me there. You hypnotize me with your touch, and I can never get enough of you. It's true. So we might have a masculine here who is obsessed with the feminine, and certainly the sexual chemistry between the two of you that is coming through here, okay? And perhaps the masculine is fantasizing about the feminine sexually. Let's go ahead and grab another song. I'm guided to this one. We have All Cried Out by Lisa and the Cult Jam, okay? So the lyrics here say, I gave you my love in vain, my body never knew such pleasure, my heart never knew such pain, and you leave me so confused, now I'm all cried out over you. All right, so obviously both of these songs, in a way, they're kind of talking to each other. I feel this more so on behalf of the masculine. This is more of a card from the feminine, feeling hurt and confused. Certainly the sexual chemistry, as I mentioned, that part of it is coming through in these lyrics, but we do have a feminine here who is either not with the masculine, or you guys are at a distance from one another for whatever reason. So we're going to have to dig a little bit deeper to see why that is. All right, so the feminine might have shed some tears here. Let's go ahead and grab a couple cards from this deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Gemini, Divine Masculine. All right. Guided to this one. You're the very air I breathe. I can't live without you. That's interesting, you know, and Gemini, obviously you are an air sign. There's that reference to air. So for my feminines watching for a Gemini who happens to be the masculine in this equation, this is the message. You're the very air I breathe. I can't live without you. But from the feminine standpoint, I gave you my love in vain. My body never knew such pleasure. My heart never knew such pain. So there, I feel, could have been a situation where the feminine could have been heartbroken over something that happened here. And maybe this masculine is realizing after the fact that this feminine is somebody that they actually needed in their life. Can't live without the feminine. Let's go ahead and grab one more message. I didn't appreciate you when I had you in my life. I know that now. How I wish I could fix us. Will you let me fix us? Or is it too late? Oh my God. These cards are really playing off of each other. It's like an ongoing conversation between the masculine and the feminine here. So we have a masculine that's letting the feminine know. It's like, I didn't appreciate you when you were in my life. Which is why we have a feminine who's cried, who has probably left this relationship, is confused, heartbroken. But we have a masculine here wanting to fix things. Is it possible to fix things? So I'm going to set these guys aside. Let's go ahead and see what else needs to come through here when it comes to this connection here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and grab some insight. This is a deck by Angelic Revelation 144. I'm going to pull from the Sacred Healing Journey deck, focusing on Gemini, Divine Masculine. So feminines, where is this masculine at right now? Secret admirer, divine partner secretly watching and admiring you from afar. And the reason why this is happening is because you guys are not together. So this is just a very different meaning as far as a secret admirer goes, you know? The masculine seeing the feminine as this divine partner, but because of things that they've done in the past and they didn't appreciate what they had when they had it. You know, you might have a masculine here who is keeping tabs on you on social media, asking about you, maybe mutual friends, keeping tabs on you from a distance. And then we've got addiction, battling or recovering from alcohol, drugs, sex, gambling, or shopping addictions. Take that only if it makes sense when it comes to the divine masculine. This could be something that they have dealt with. And contributed to the issues of the partnership here. We have proposal. Past life, spouse, desires marriage. So first of all, you guys could have connected in a past life. And maybe when you met in this lifetime, it's almost as if you guys had known each other before. An instant attraction. And that could be because you guys have already connected in a past lifetime. You guys could have even been married in a past lifetime. And when you guys connected in this lifetime, maybe it almost felt as though you guys were interacting like a married couple, even though you weren't married. But this could possibly be what this divine masculine is wanting now. To be able to fix this and take things towards this energy of marriage and long-term commitment. Also, what I'm getting, because of the song Obsessed, that could be how this masculine is feeling. It feels like an obsessive addiction when it comes to the feminine. It's like a drug. And we've got so many references to sexual pleasure, obsessive interactions with the feminine, candles burning, falling off the bed, sheets are falling off the bed. So when you guys were together intimately, there's something intense and magnetic and passionate about the way you guys perhaps made love, the way those intimate moments were. You're the very air I breathe. I can't live without you. That is a message from the divine masculine. I didn't appreciate you when I had you in my life. I know that now. So they've had some realizations after the fact. We have seclusion. Escape from the world together. This is what this divine masculine is wanting, is to be able to have some alone time with the feminine, without anyone else around, without any outside influences or interferences. Look at these cards. We've got manifestation, mystical, the magic of you. There's something very magical about this relationship, the connection, even though you guys have hit a bit of a rough patch here in this relationship. Look at this, guys. We've got engagement, okay? Will you marry me? Yes. And then we've got proposal. So this could either be what this masculine really wants in the 3D world, or certainly a committed partnership if it doesn't actually lead towards a marriage. Then what they're wanting is commitment, a solid commitment, or at least a solid offer towards marriage or a commitment. This is a masculine that could have really hurt the feminine before. Maybe they weren't looking for a commitment before. But it does seem that they want that now. All right, well, let's go ahead and add to this. I'm going to pull from my Heart and Soul Love Oracle deck here. So focused on Gemini, Divine Masculine. What else do we need to know? Angels and Spirit Guides, please. What else do we need to know when it comes to this love connection? Peace. I just want to feel peace in my heart, but that's never going to happen as long as we're apart. I know we had to let each other go due to circumstances beyond our control, but I will never stop wanting you. Please don't stop hoping that someday we can find our way back to each other. You are my serenity. Wow, guys, that's a message from your Divine Masculine. They are at peace when you guys are together. But maybe they did not realize this until after they lost you, Divine Feminine. What else for the Divine Masculine? Look at this, Kismet. You and I were two lost souls, destined to meet in this lifetime. It doesn't matter how many wrong turns or choices we've made before we came into each other's lives. All that matters is that in the end, we got it right. We found each other. So we're obviously focusing on two people who currently are not together, but can perhaps find your way back to one another again. The masculine is also coming from a place of gratitude now. Remember, they didn't appreciate the feminine when the feminine was in the masculine's life. They're in a space of gratitude now. And this card says, a message to thank the universe that it did good bringing us together in this lifetime. Kismet, yeah, destiny. Ruined. So perhaps this masculine realizes that they really did ruin what they had with the feminine. And it says, I thought I had it all together. My life, my ambitions, goals, dreams. Then you came and ruined all my plans with your presence, your beauty, your heart. I can't imagine. I'm losing my voice, sorry. I can't imagine a day without you. And yet here we are, apart. Please return, for without you, my life is in ruins. This is where your Divine Masculine is at. So for my feminines watching this portion of the reading, this is where they're at. They're more than likely keeping tabs on you somehow, maybe on social media. They're still coming through very attracted to you, obsessed with you, perhaps addicted to the idea of fixing what's broken between the two of you. They are grateful to have connected with you in this lifetime. They know they might have messed things up here, but they want long-term commitment now. But we do have wait. Sometimes having patience is excruciating. We just want to take action, try to fix what's broken, what's not working in our relationships. Allow divine timing to do its thing. Don't make any hasty decisions. Take a deep breath. Just relax and wait. Just wait. What's meant for you will come back to you. So this is a message, perhaps, that the angels really want to express to the Divine Masculine. It's like, it's going to take time. You can't rush that. You can't rush the feminine to return or to come back. It's going to happen when it's meant to. And one last card, we've got forever and always. No matter how you look at it, sideways, upside down, backwards, forwards, and everywhere in between, this is how I want us to be. forever and always. That's where the masculine is at in their heart. Realizing the error of their ways. But, you know, they're going to just have to have some patience to see this through. It's not going to happen right away, and maybe that's because we have feminines out there who just need time to themselves, to need time to heal, to be able to find their own peace in their own life, in their own heart, as a result of what has happened here. Because going back to the song, all cried out, I gave you my love in vain. My body never knew such pleasure. My heart never knew such pain. And you leave me so confused. So if we have a confused feminine, the feminine has to be able to find clarity in order to realize perhaps that we have a masculine here who wants to fix this situation. So let's go ahead and grab some tarot. I'm going to pull from my Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle Tarot with a twist. If you're new to my channel, this is a deck that I created especially for advanced beginners who want to learn how to read tarot. And I say advanced because I have added new oracle messages and new court cards to this deck in addition to all of the usual tarot messages. So that's where the twist is. And it definitely adds a different dynamic to the interpretations of how the messages play off of each other. So, Gemini, let's go ahead and add to this for the Divine Masculine. All right, so we've got the Duke of Earth and we have the Queen of Cups. So we have a masculine and we have a feminine right next to each other. So Duke of Earth actually represents Divine Masculine, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. This could be your masculine for some of you. And for those tuning in who are representing the feminine energy, you could be coming through as the Queen of Cups. You guys are right next to each other here. So Cups representing water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces for some of you guys. The Duke of Earth, one of the new court cards in this deck, is someone who's a good listener. They're down to earth. This is someone who's very handsome, very attractive. They're already established. This is somebody who's a lot of fun to be around. They have a great sense of humor. The Queen of Cups is somebody who's calm, intuitive, compassionate, attractive, caring, emotionally stable. But we do have the Seven of Swords representing air energy. Gemini, that's your own air energy, right? So the Seven of Swords represents deception, lies, cheating, betrayal, trickery, manipulation. So we have a feminine who was crying and upset and confused because there could have been third-party situations, there could have been infidelities in the partnership. And then we've got the Justice card right there. Libra for some of you. So, Seven of Swords representing lies. The Justice card representing the truth. The truth always comes out. So if that's why you guys had to go your separate ways, because there was cheating going on, third parties, infidelities, trust issues, this is here to bring balance back into the situation. This represents karmic justice right here. Balancing the scales. For some of you, perhaps you're entangled in some sort of legal matters at the moment. That could be falling in your favor. But here's the clarity that's needed. For those especially watching for this Divine Masculine, this masculine will eventually get that much needed clarity to face their truth of what it is that they need to do in order to bring the feminine back. But this simply clarifies what's happened. Three of Swords, again, air energy representing your own air energy, Gemini. Heartbreak, betrayal, again. Loneliness, absence, depression over the separation. This is sorrow, this is grief, this is that third party that I was talking about, the love triangle. That's a part of the equation for some of you. But we do have a masculine here who's ready to fix things, or at least wanting to fix things. So my feminines tuning in, if you resonate with this, is this a fixable situation? Are you able to forgive? We do have the crystal of earth. So more earth energy coming through here. So for some of you guys, your person could be a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. But it can apply to any sign, really. We're just focused on the message here. It's time to get your head out of the clouds and focus on what's happening around you. Be careful what you're investing your energies in. Don't chase fool's gold. You're the real deal. What you're looking for is someone who recognizes your worth and the brightness that exudes within you. Don't settle for anything less than what you're worth. This can apply to both of you. But if it was the divine masculine who cheated on the feminine, who got into a love triangle and third-party situation, they could have been chasing fool's gold. But that's a lesson that they needed to learn on their own. We do have the magician, though. The magician as well can represent Gemini energy, as well as Virgo for some of you guys. So this is manifestation. A positive outcome. Manifestation of love, of that ideal mate coming in. And yes, it does indicate a rekindled romance. And I love, love, love how we've got the Ace of Pentacles coming in right after that. More earth. So there's a lot of earth representation here. Some of you guys might have earth in your chart, in addition to air, in addition to Gemini. So abundance, manifestation, prosperity. Money matters, that looks excellent for the divine masculine. So maybe they've just been working very hard at their career, their livelihood, their finances. But this is such a beautiful card because, yes, it's a new beginning, but it is a solid offer. That solid offer that I was talking about. An offer of stability, an offer of marriage. We've got proposal, we've got manifestation, and we've got engagement. Will you marry me? Yes. So that might be a reality for some of you guys. And if you're feminine watching for this masculine, which I'm assuming that's you, the viewer, look at how these cards are lining up. Manifestation, reunions, rekindled romance, new beginnings, facing the truth. No more lies, no more deceit. Perhaps third-party situations are a thing of the past. So take that if it makes sense. Don't go chasing after fool's gold. All right, so let's go ahead and add to this. I'm going to pull from the Twin Flame Angel Numbers deck by Mystic Moon. Let's go ahead and grab some numbers here. Angels and Spirit Guides for Gemini, Divine Masculine. What other advice needs to come through here? 000. Examine situations with your third eye. Do not rely on your human eyes to be your true guide. So perhaps the masculine is being directed to really trust their intuition, their gut, that inner guidance, insight that they are able to get a hold of simply by going within and trusting their intuition. What else for the masculine? 8338. You and your twin flame are mirroring each other's thoughts at this present time. So for those of you that know and feel that you are on a twin flame journey, you guys are mirroring each other's thoughts right now, right here, right now. So you guys are on the same page, wanting the same things, having the same vision for this partnership. (651). Your twin flame has been visiting you in your dreams. Write your feelings down upon awakening. Some of you guys might already be doing this. Maybe you already have a dream journal. So there's interaction going on here, maybe in the 5D, astral travel, lucid dreaming, telepathic communication, that could be going on. Let's grab another message here for the Divine Masculine. Love it. 1111. Awakenings and activations are at hand. Be on the lookout for signs guiding the way. And I really feel this is something that the masculine really needed, to be able to get those signs. A path that is being illuminated for this masculine to find their way back towards the feminine. 1111 is also, yes, a twin flame number. It's indicative of the Four of Wands in tarot. Make a wish. It might just manifest. We do have references to manifestation here in this reading. Okay? Bring the magic back. And I have a feeling here this masculine might just be able to achieve that here. All right, so I wanted to go ahead and grab some dialogue messages from my Heavenly Hearts Oracle. So let's go ahead and see where this masculine is at in their heart space. Some final words that they want to say to the feminine. And then we'll go ahead and take a look at some messages for the Divine Feminine. So you're welcome to either just watch this portion of the reading or move on to the next section for the feminine. You can watch the whole thing or just this section. Angels and spirit guides, please, for the Divine Masculine, Gemini. Where are they at in their heart? I never knew my heart could feel this way for anyone until I found you. Wow. I never knew happiness until you. My heart is incapable of ever loving anyone else but you. Look at these messages. You and I, two hearts who were destined to meet, fall in love and live happily ever after. Sound familiar? Remember the Kismet card that came through earlier? This is about two people who were destined to connect in this lifetime. And it's being reiterated right here. Two hearts who were destined to meet, fall in love, and live happily ever after. So obviously, yes, you guys were destined to meet, but you went your separate ways because there could have been infidelities in the partnership. But you were also perhaps destined to find your way back towards each other and finally have your happily ever after. And bottom of the deck, one last message from the Divine Masculine. Look at this. Your lips, your tongue tastes like honey. I can't get enough of your sweet kisses. I mean, right from the very beginning, really, both of the songs, Obsessed. Candles burning ruby red, sheets are falling off the bed. My body never knew such pleasure. That's coming from the feminine. So, again, the sexual chemistry between the masculine and the feminine is out of this world. And you guys are going to be given the opportunity to rekindle the passion, the love. It might take a little bit of time, which is why divine timing is at play here. But it seems to me that there's an opportunity for this to come full circle and for you guys to find your way back into each other's lives. And you're dealing with a Divine Masculine now who has a new appreciation for this connection. They've grown, they've matured, they've learned. They've healed, I feel. And they're ready to give their all towards this partnership. All right, so that's what's coming through on behalf of the masculine here. So if you want to watch the next section, you're more than welcome to. But hopefully whatever came through here for those tuning in offered you advice that's helpful. All right, so let's move on to the next section. All right, Gemini, so let's go ahead and take a look at the messages on behalf of the Divine Feminine. So I'm going to pull messages, songs from the Heart Songs of the 90s deck, and then I'll go ahead and grab a couple messages from the Real Talk with Her Words of Wisdom deck. Okay, so let's begin. Let's take a look and see where this is going to go. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini, Divine Feminine. What are the songs? All right, I'm guided to this one. We've got I Swear, All for One. I swear by the moon and the stars in the sky, and I swear like the shadow that's by your side. I see the questions in your eyes. I know what's weighing on your mind. You can be sure I know my heart, 'cause I'll stand beside you through the years. You'll only cry those happy tears. And though I make mistakes, I'll never break your heart. Quite interesting, guys, because if you watch the first section focused on the divine masculine, we do have a feminine that, as the song says, is all cried out, a feminine who is confused, certainly feeling the intense connection with the masculine, but there were infidelities there, you know? So even though this song says, I'll never break your heart, this masculine actually did break the feminine's heart. There were mistakes that were made. And I do feel, based off of the first half of the reading, we have a masculine who finally appreciates the feminine, appreciates the connection, and will not hurt the feminine moving forward. Okay, but this is a part of the history between the two of you. So we'll see if both readings play off of each other, or if it ends up going in a different direction and different storylines pop up for the feminine. But that seems to correspond with what came through with the Divine Masculine reading. Let's grab another song. Amazed by Lone Star. Every time our eyes meet, this feeling inside me is almost more than I can take. Baby, when you touch me, I can feel how much you love me, and it just blows me away. I've never been this close to anyone or anything. I can hear your thoughts. I can see your dreams. I don't know how you do what you do. I'm so in love with you. It just keeps getting better. And I mean, there were references to a possible rekindled romance. So hopefully things can not just go back to normal, but better than how it ever was between the two of you. We'll see. All right. So those are the two songs, and maybe someone's favorite song could be I Swear or Amazed. All right. So let's go ahead and add to this with a couple of cards from the Real Talk with Her deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini, Divine Feminine. What are the messages from the feminine? So grabbing one. We all have that one person we'd stay up late for. So maybe there were a lot of late nights when you guys were just up talking and conversing and interacting, up late making love and being intimate. Lots of late nights there. Let's grab another message. Words of truth can be beautiful sometimes, hurtful. Wait, let me read that again. Words of truth can be beautiful, sometimes hurtful, flirty, sometimes bold, persuasive, sometimes confusing. The key is to communicate from the heart. And that is definitely needed here between the feminine and the masculine, having better communication to be able to just get everything out in the open, no secrets, no lies, no more deception, because that was an issue in the Divine Masculine's reading. So we'll go ahead and see how the rest of these messages come forward, but that's what's coming through. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some messages from my Silhouettes deck here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini, focused on the Divine Feminine. What else do we need to know here? What else do we need to know? All right, here we go. Look at this. Tranquility. In a world of uncertainty and chaos, you are my peace. So really, you guys both feel the same way, because remember, from, if I can find it, from the Divine Masculine reading, this came forward. Remember that one? I just want to feel peace in my heart. But that's never going to happen as long as we're apart. So these are messages now from the divine feminine, feeling that the masculine actually represented that peace as well. So you guys both feel the same way. You both feel at peace when you're together, but unfortunately, there were possibly infidelities, there were issues there in the partnership, which is why you guys went your separate ways. Can't make this up. Look at that card. Dirty. You knew what you were getting into. Now clean it up. So this is the feminine insisting that this masculine clean up whatever mess they got into. Makes sense. Intensity. I can no longer ignore this magnetic pull between us. So still feeling so drawn to the masculine. We have rejection. So for some of my feminines, because you were the victim of infidelity in your partnership, there were betrayals there. And maybe the reason why the masculine has that wait card and the need for divine timing and patience is because for some of you, your masculine knows that you would still reject them right now. You're not ready. Right now, the door is closed. And maybe when you guys broke up, you had no intention of ever going back to that person. And that could still apply for some of you. If this is a masculine that you're no longer interested in connecting with or reconnecting with because they hurt you, they broke your heart, they cheated on you, that is your choice, that is your prerogative, which perhaps is why you're telling your masculine, clean it up. You know, that could have been an ultimatum. If you don't clean it up, I'm out, and I'm out forever. So let me read this. That door is closed forever. The opportunity to fix it has been dismissed when the one you want no longer wants you, knowing the love story has reached the end. So this could have been a conversation between the feminine and the masculine, which is why we have a masculine in the first portion of this reading asking, is it too late? Will you let me fix us? Because part of the energy of waiting for the masculine is because they might be hitting a wall. Especially if we have a feminine that is just not going to be open to it right now. You still have love for your masculine, perhaps. You still feel that magnetic pull. You could certainly feel that your masculine represented your peace at one point in time, but they also created a lot of chaos. So you've got some choices here, Divine Feminine, which is why we've got this card. Bridges, okay? Know which ones you need to burn, which ones to rebuild, and which ones to avoid. It's up to you. It's up to the divine feminine here. Do you want to burn this bridge forever when it comes to this masculine? Or are you open to rebuilding it? And part of what needs to be avoided, the bridge that needs to be avoided, has to do with all of the third-party references, love triangles, deception, lies, betrayals. All of those things need to be a thing of the past for you guys to move forward. These next two cards for me make such sense. Look at this. We've got shadows followed by a broken masculine. Look at that. So what I get from that, Divine Feminine, is that this masculine ended up putting themselves in the shadows because of things that they've done to ruin the dynamic of the relationship. By hurting you, by breaking your heart, Divine Feminine, they broke themselves. Or they were broken to begin with. And that is why they've got shadows right next to them, because they're going to have to face their shadows. They're going to have to do that shadow work in order to get out of that type of energy. And that is not your job. That is for them to deal with and handle that. The only way to make friends with your inner demons is to face it, heal from it, and move on. Makes sense. I can't believe this. Look at this. Busted. It was just a matter of time. Yeah, it was just a matter of time before they got caught. however way they were caught. The truth always comes out. It always does. Okay, so let's go ahead and add some messages from my Heart and Soul Love Oracle deck again. And let's see what presents itself here this time. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini, Divine Feminine. What else do we need to know here? When it comes to this love connection, there you are. The feminine coming through in your own reading. Girl power. I am powerful, but I can be fragile. I am strong, but I can be weak. I am beautiful, but I can feel ugly. I am laughter, but I can be serious. I am joy, but I can be sad. I am love, but I can be hurt. Take me for everything that I am. Don't try to change me. I am who I am. And you want your masculine to know all of these things about you. You're strong, but, that does not mean go ahead and hurt me and break my heart and see what happens. So this is you tapping into your own personal power, Divine Feminine. Good for you. And remember what I was saying about this rejection card, because there are some feminines that are watching this and you're probably saying, I'm not going back to that. It's too late. It's too late, and that's your choice. And I feel that's why this is coming through for some of you. Someday. The card reads, you only see the part of me that I let you see. The tough exterior, the poker face, no sign of the hurt that you put me through. I'm never going to let you see how fragile I still am on the inside. That there's still a part of me working on healing and my personal growth. I'll be okay without you, eventually. Okay? So the thing with that is, you got to find the peace within yourself. So I feel these two messages could be coming through for the Divine Feminine who's choosing to go in a different direction. Because it's just perhaps too much water under the bridge, too much damage has been done. And it's certainly your prerogative to move forward and to find love elsewhere. And so for some of you, you might decide that this bridge has to be burned. It's a thing of the past. It's done. And maybe it is too late for some masculines to fix this. And that's a lesson that they're going to have to learn for themselves. And they're going to have to heal this broken energy within themselves. We've got protection. Find someone who will shield you from the rain, who will protect you from life's thunderstorms, cherish you through the not-so-good days, hold you through your fears, need you as much as you need them. Someone who will never let that umbrella of love go. So I really feel for some of my feminines that this is what you're looking for. Someone who will protect you and guide you through and not hurt you in the way that this masculine did. We have free. Certainly part of that message could be that you freed yourself from someone that hurt you, that broke your heart, that cheated on you, that betrayed you, all of those things. This card says, you've had my heart right from the start. My heart comes with no conditions, no boundaries, no color lines, no restrictions. It belongs to you, all of it. Together, our hearts become one. Together, our hearts are free to love, to live, to just be. And that could all certainly be the case, but we also have a masculine here who did not appreciate all of these things when they had it. We have Prism. I mean, these cards are painting a very particular storyline for some of the feminines here, who have decided to detach and stay detached. I've spent way too much time saturating myself in sadness over losing you. I couldn't rush my healing. I had to be patient, be gentle, and kind with myself. To cry, to feel the pain, fall to my knees in prayer, and find that glimmer of hope in the prism of my heart. I'm back. So I really feel this for the feminines who took the time to work on yourselves, self-care, self-love, moving forward on your journey having recovered from heartbreak and the pain that you endured in your partnership with this broken masculine. Which is why it ended. I've tried to convince you that love was worth a shot. That you and I are so incredibly compatible. We're a perfect match. I've tried to make you see that I'll be here for you through thick and thin, that no matter what life hands us, we can make it through. But I can't keep trying for both of us. I guess we've reached the end of the road. So there was an imbalance for sure in the relationship. Could have been the feminine that was just giving. And we could have had this broken masculine who was just taking. Constantly taking and not giving back. So for my feminines who chose to detach, who chose to heal, who chose to move in a different direction, who chose to find love elsewhere, or to just take a minute to be on your own and enjoy your own company. This could be now where this masculine is at. Fragmentary. You and I are pieces to a puzzle that make no sense when we are apart. Incomplete without all the pieces of who we are together. You are the missing piece of my heart. Without you, the masterpiece of my life will forever remain unfinished. But if the feminine has decided to go in a different direction, then it is this masculine's loss. It's this masculine's loss. And lastly, we've got sever, you see? So we do have feminines here who decided to sever ties. There comes a point when you know in your heart of hearts it's over. There's nothing more to say, nothing more to do. That doesn't make it any easier to let go. No one can rush you to detach, but the day will come when it won't be so hard. So take it if it applies. What's coming through here for some of the divine feminines is that you're not willing to go back to where you've been. Because you've been hurt, because you've been cheated on, stabbed in the back, betrayed, lied to, third-party situations, affairs, love triangles. You don't want to go back to that. But we do have a masculine here who wants to make amends. And there are those of you perhaps that's willing to take that chance. So, bottom of the deck, we do have broken. Okay? We've already got a broken masculine. But maybe some of my feminines were broken too. This card says, I ran away from you because I was afraid. I've given my heart before and my heart was broken. I don't know how not to run. All I do is run from love. I've gotten so used to the pain. I'm almost numb to it. Maybe, just maybe, I'll give it one more try. So if this is where you're at, Divine Feminine, if you're willing to give it one more try, maybe the two of you can actually help heal this broken energy together. Man, this is really painting a particular storyline for some of you. Okay, so that's what's coming through there, Divine Feminine. It hasn't been an easy journey whatsoever when it comes to this masculine. They were broken and therefore they created situations that as well were broken. Okay, so let's go ahead and add to this with some tarot messages. I'm going to pull from my tarot teacher here. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Gemini, Divine Feminine. Let's go ahead and see what else needs to come through here. Can you guys find your way back, or is it really a done deal? I feel for some of my feminines here, you are done. We do have 3 of Wands, so some of you guys might be dealing with a fire sign here, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So this is about looking ahead. This is about planning for the future, moving forward, getting to a point in your life where you're actually happy with the direction that you're going. Happy with choices, right? That's the 3 of Wands. This can apply to all divine feminines because there are those of you who want to have a better future, a happier future with a reconnection with the divine masculine. But there are those of you who perhaps decide that you're not going back to this. You want a better life for yourself. You want to find new love, and that is your choice. That is your prerogative. And that as well can apply to this energy of looking ahead, looking forward to what the future has in store for you. We've got the Knight of Cups. Okay, so some of you might be dealing with a water sign here. A masculine who's a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is someone who's a romantic lover, very charming, chivalrous. This is someone who follows their heart. This is someone who wants to build something solid. This is letting us know that a love connection can still move forward and actually have a very strong foundation moving forward. We've got more water coming through here with the Page of Cups. So this can represent a happy surprise. This represents a sensitive lover. Romantic proposals from both of these cards right here. Engagements, marriage. That did come through from the Divine Masculine reading. This is so needed right here. The Three of Pentacles is all about teamwork. Some of you guys might be dealing with an earth sign. Pentacles representing earth, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. There were a lot of earth energies that presented itself from the Divine Masculine reading. This is about building something together. Teamwork, collaboration. Can you guys work together? That's the key. You know? We've got the Page of Swords. This could represent the masculine here. For some of you, maybe you're dealing with a younger divine masculine. The Page of Swords has this thirst for knowledge. They're very curious. So if you represent the divine feminine here and your divine counterpart, your masculine represents a younger Gemini, for example, if you happen to also be a cross-watcher, they're really curious. They want to know, can they fix this? Is it too late? And I feel for some of you, you feel that it is, but that doesn't apply to everyone because there are feminines who would be open to rekindling the romance. So this Page of Swords is about new communication, but it's delayed, which is why there's this need for patience. That came through as well from the masculine reading. Four of Swords, tapped into fear, anxiety, stress, feeling overwhelmed. This could be where this masculine is at in the meantime, but it could also mean that the feminine is just needing some downtime, needing solitude, needs a break, needs to rest. This could be a mental break, you know, from dealing with heartbreak and disappointment and pain and just all the things that you've had to deal with as a result of infidelities and indiscretions. This is recuperation time here. This is healing. And what that healing can do is to actually bring about this reunion with the Three of Cups. So you see how we've got a bunch of threes popping up here? Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Three of Wands. Third-party references, love triangles, okay? But there is a possibility for this positive outcome here for some of you. A new beginning, or for some of you guys, a new love. If you don't want your person back, a cause for celebration here. This is a very happy card that could result in a future marriage. Engagements, again, coming through. So it might just come full circle for some of you guys, you know? Because it's not over for those who don't want it to be over. There's more to this love connection. So let's add to this. I'm going to pull, like I did for the masculine portion of the reading, from the Twin Flame Angel Numbers deck by Mystic Moon. Let's grab some numbers here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini, Divine Feminine. What are the numbers for the feminine, and what's the message? We've got 222. The necessary seeds have been planted on your journey. Remain patient as they begin to gestate. So there's that reference to waiting and patience. Much the same as the masculine. There's this need to wait. But these seeds have been planted to finally get things to grow and to move forward. We've got 666, which of course, you know, we're so familiar with looking at this number as a sinister number, but not in this deck. You know, it really doesn't have to be. Step into your inner child as a way of addressing old wounds and restoring a sense of wonderment. There's definitely healing that is needed here. And sometimes when we detach, when we let go, that's when healing can begin. We've got 1313. Earth angels are surrounding you as you face a challenging time in your connection. You've already been through a challenging time. But what I'm getting here for the feminine is that you are really working on yourself. You're taking the time to heal and to heal that broken heart. And there are people here in your life that support you, friends, family, your angel guides. And I love this. 4141, congratulations. You've taken the proper steps on your healing journey, which assures success. You see? Congratulations, that's fantastic. And for some of my feminines, this journey is not over. You're still healing, but eventually you will complete it. So that you can decide for yourself what it is that you want. Do you want to go back to rekindle the romance with your masculine, or just take the time to heal from this experience, learn from it, gain wisdom from it, and move on and find new love elsewhere? Which is your choice, which is your prerogative, always. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap it up with the same deck that I used for the masculine. Let's go ahead and see where the feminine is at. In the feminine's heart space, I'm going to use the Heavenly Hearts Oracle once again. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini, Divine Feminine. All right, feminine, what do you want to say to your masculine here? Especially for those who would like to have a reunion. I still remember our first kiss. For that one moment in time, the world stood still. And right from the very beginning of this reading, focused on the masculine, there was this very intense sexual chemistry. I love the way you look at me before you kiss me. There is something about this kiss between you and your masculine, Divine Feminine. And there's something even more special about the very first time that you guys kissed. Look at this. Let's make love until the sunlight turns to moonlight. More intimate moments. Memories of being together in that way. I'm really attracted to the outside, but I fell in love with who you are on the inside. This is how you feel about your masculine, Divine Feminine. Our souls and our hearts will be forever melded together. Yeah, no matter what has happened here, no matter where you go from here, this is a connection that has already made such a huge impact on you, your heart, your life. And I have a feeling here for those who want to rekindle the partnership, it'll be better. A cause for celebration, a new beginning, leaving the past behind so that you guys can restore the peace within the connection, within each other. Finding balance and being able to find happiness once again. Okay, so that's where I'm going to leave this one, Gemini. I do hope whatever part of these readings made sense, either the masculine portion or the feminine, or little bits and parts of both. I do hope it offered you guidance that is helpful for your situation. And if you're interested in your own reading, that information is down below. That's it for now, guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Take care.